What is up, Retro Maniacs? My name is Mike. His name's Joe. His name's EP. We're here to talk about cards. You know, 1 week from today, the 2024 National in Cleveland starts. We're going to be there, which is going to be really tough trying to get the video recorded at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then get all the way out to Cleveland because, you know, a long way away. I don't fly. So
we can do it.
Yeah, while we're there, we're going to buy stuff, right? We're going to try to buy stuff. I thought it'd be fun to talk today about what it might be we want to buy while we're there. I thought maybe the viewers might want to know. We talk to them all the time, tell them blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But do we actually buy things? Are we actual collectors? We're going to a huge show. What do we want to get? So, Joe, tell the viewers, what are you looking for?
All right. While you were making that overt Seinfeld reference, Bob, I was pulling up my card Google Doc, which of course I have. And
of course.
That's why I was drawing the intro out so long. So
yeah. You could see the brightness on the face as the Google Doc came up. So I mentioned on the Wednesday show a few weeks ago when we were talking about our New Year's resolutions and our new, for the second half, New Year's resolution, I want to buy every single Patrick Stewart autograph that you could pull from a pack or gives it an incentive that was licensed with his Star Trek uniform. So I'm not getting Leaf, Pop Century, or anything like that. Just Skybox and mostly Rittenhouse, right? So there are 21 of those. I have in my possession or on the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. Okay. I am about halfway there. They don't come up on eBay often. And when they do, there's people like me who are fighting over them, so they can get quite pricey. I'm going to be looking to pick up Patrick Stewart autographs. It's such a specific thing. There aren't a ton of non-sports tables there. At least there weren't in Atlantic City when we were there. There were some, but not a ton. So it's going to be a tough one. But if I want to try and complete this little project I'm working on, I have to look everywhere for these. I have feelers out with people going to San Diego Comic-Con, Dallas Card Show. I have feelers everywhere, but I need to try and find as many as I can, and that's my top priority for buying for the National.
How many?
However many I can get. Like there's
that's what I was hoping for.
There is no limit to this thing. Like,
Jesus.
If I go up to a dealer and he has 5 of the ones I want, I'm working out a deal for 5. If I get those 5, walk over to another dealer and he or she has 6 of the ones I want and it completes a set, I'm getting them.
Wow.
Like this is something I need to complete.
If that dealer has 5, before you start negotiating, you walk over and get one of us so that we can get the camera out because I want to get that on camera.
Yes, definitely. Sure. We talked about, Joe, like when you set your mind on doing something like this, like it's going to get done. And so that we want to witness, if this happens at all, camera or no, like make sure we know about it because we don't witness this. We witness Joe doing Joe stuff at the National 100%.
Yeah.
And having 3 big guys there wearing Mike's retro trading card shirt, that'll be intimidating for the dealer. That'll get you a deal.
Exactly. That's what I'm hoping. Well, hold on. I am taking that Brady card with me, so I will have trade bait.
Wow.
Could you imagine if I take the Brady card? Just saying. All right.
All right, EP. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm not going to be buying anything at the card show at the National. I'll be buying very little. I'm kind of cash strapped right now, but I will be. I've created my little scavenger hunt for myself, so I'll be looking for cards for sure. But that's one of the quests on the scavenger hunt, and so the first card that I have on my list is actually one that I would consider buying just because of the price. It is a 1976 Marvel Stickers Spider-Man card. He says something about there's a quote on it about I don't like insects or something like that. But I was born in 1976. Yes, I'm old. But that's kind of a cool kind of card. to get like a very very old Spider-Man card. One of the very first Spider-Man cards. Obviously, 1966, I think, is the first one that Mike has a full set of. So, but that would be kind of a cool card to find if I could find that. Again, there's not a ton of non-sport stuff, and I'm guessing this isn't a super popular set, but it's $15 to $25. So if I can find one for a good deal, that would be one that I would definitely pick up.
Pretty cool. A little different for you too. That's what I like about it.
And 2 for 2 on non-sports so far. I'm curious what Mike's going to say, but yeah, I mean, my next one may be somewhat related. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, my first one is I want to look for cheaper 90s wax. EP, we went to that one stand in Atlantic City.
Beautiful.
Was beautiful. And they had so much there. I run pack stack sales now. So one of the problems with buying wax though is all the shipping you have to pay. So if I can maybe, invest some of my money in buying this and not have to pay shipping, I'm going to look for it. So that is going to be one of my top priorities. I am leaving that show with multiple boxes of wax.
Are we driving down there in a U-Haul or over there in a U-Haul?
Right.
Well,
That's what I was just
we were
say.
talking ahead of time about, needing a vehicle. And this is something in the back of my head. I'm like, well, I need something to have, room for like a whole cachet of boxes from there.
How much for the whole table, sir?
Mike's gonna bring one of his like carts. He's gonna have plastic tubs. It's gonna be a thing. I can sense it'll be an ordeal. And then getting the actually no, we have VIP parking, or we have parking because we bought VIP tickets. I was going to say, could you imagine going up to a Uber and having like tubs of just junk wax that Mike's trying to shove into the back?
I might have to buy it a little bit at a time because I don't think the dealer is going to let me borrow their cart like the local dealers do. So,
probably not.
It's going to be a little longer walk. Yeah. So
although it depends how much you spend. Like if you're like,
right.
True, yeah.
I mean, oh yes, sir. Absolutely. Please take my cart.
I'll cart it out for you. I mean, you're buying all this 90s junk wax. I'm in. I'll cart it out.
I might have to pay you guys to like carry some of it for me because I'm old too.
Pay us in beer. Yes, we'll be set.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah. All right, Joe. What do you have? What else?
Well, if you guys hadn't noticed, I'd opened up quite a bit of product recently. I don't know if you caught this, but I opened up
about that.
What?
3 cases of cards in the last 3 months, I think. Like it's insane. Luckily, I paid for it in January, so it doesn't even count.
It does count.
It just EP, do not rain on my parade. All right. We were talking about as a group buying a box of cards together and maybe ripping. So that is not this. I want to find not quite junk wax era, but I want to find some of the Star Trek sets I missed out on because I didn't collect Star Trek in 2018, 2019, some of the Rittenhouse to see if there's any sealed stuff there. You're still getting 3 autos per pack, unless it's like a major set, like Women of Star Trek's Arts and Images, for example. If I saw a box of that there, I'd love that. Such a fun looking set. Any of the complete, like I was talking about, or I'll talk about on Friday, my 3 card is from a complete Star Trek product from Rittenhouse. So either that or a Marvel set I might have missed on. Midnight Suns, Fleer Ultra Midnight Suns was something I wasn't going to buy a case of because it's more of the Blade universe, Dracula, stuff like that. That'd be a fun box to rip. So something non-sports to rip, ultra modern that I normally wouldn't have gotten and definitely didn't buy a case of.
That's awesome. Like it.
Yeah, definitely.
People like to watch you opening stuff on this channel.
Yeah, apparently that's a thing.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
EP, what else are you looking for?
So this is again, I am this is a card just for the scavenger hunt because I want to pull this card out of a pack, but I'm going to look for one of the Find the Reggies, the Reggie Jackson autographs from 1990 Upper Deck. Again, part of the scavenger hunt is I want to take a photo of these cards and have the photos on my phone. So I want to find a Find the Reggie card of the autograph and take a photo of it. So there's a $500 card, so it's definitely out of my price range. But I want to see if I can see if I can find one out there. I have 2 unopened boxes of 1990 Upper Deck. There's probably 2 of them in there, right? So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
easily. So, but
You
yeah,
should
I mean,
rip
like,
them before you go, and then you'll
Just
have
in
one to
case.
trade.
Yeah.
Trade one for the actual card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But no, I mean
Um,
that card is like an iconic card in my opinion. Like it's one of the ones that I've thought about for as long as I can remember as a collector. I have a complete 1990 Upper Deck set. I have a box set that I don't even, yeah, you can see it right up there. That's a
I
1990
see it.
Upper Deck. That's a complete set that I bought.
You
as a
didn't
complete
even
set.
have to point it out. It kind of
And
stands out on
yeah,
its
from
own.
the
back
white
there.
boxes, it stands out for sure.
I also have a hand built set of that I opened so much of that product. I mean, it's not worth anything, but that's a really cool set. And the Reggie cards, obviously the subset cards, like the insert cards are awesome. The one that's autographed is the card with him with all 4 of the teams. I love it. I love that card. I love the unautographed card so much. I would love to see the autograph one, take a photo of it. They're not super. They're pretty rare, but
Got an idea.
oh no,
Got an idea. Okay, this is what you
I'm
do.
not shaving my head. I'm not shaving my head.
No head shaving.
Okay, all right.
You ask to hold the card. We take a
Okay.
picture of you with the card.
Okay.
Then we sign you up to get the picture of you holding the autograph card to be autographed by Reggie because he'll be at the show.
That's too much. It costs too much money to get autographs. No, I'm good. I'm good though. Thank you. Though,
Damn.
Is it the money, or is it that you don't
The
like to
standing in
stand in
line.
line?
Yeah.
It's a combination of both actually. Like, the money is like it's expensive. Like again, I've had 2 major car repair bills this year, so the money for sure, but also standing in line for a long time to spend that kind of money to stand in line. Whew, I'm out, 100%.
All right. Well, my next one. Okay, you might say I'm cheating because of a generic one here, but I want to sit down and dig through the dollar boxes this time.
Oh.
When we went 2 years ago, we didn't do that. Kind of, I know I like just flipped through a couple boxes,
Yep.
but I didn't sit down and go, I'm going to go down through here and I'm going to look for stuff that I like, 90s stuff, things we'll have on 3 cards, that kind of stuff. I want to spend a little time doing that. I can walk around the whole show. I know now if I'm walking around the whole show, I'm going to see a lot of the same cards over and over and over and over again. So I'm going to make it a point to go to the dollar boxes, maybe even get a chair, sit down, relax, dig through. Because I love doing that. That is like my favorite part of the hobby. That picker mentality. What am I going to find in here? So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to buy some cards out of the dollar box.
I think you're going to buy enough that, again, probably should take some supplies with you. Probably should take a box.
What are you talking
At
about?
least a 3,000 count box.
Step over at BCW and say, hey, look, how many boxes you guys got? I need to get some boxes.
Do you have boxes here? Because I need to buy some boxes. Yeah,
and again, I'm going to need you guys to carry them out.
Right.
Oh my God. All right. Fireball and beers is what I'm hearing.
Well,
Okay,
so
I'll do that.
One of the things that I think we've been there once, so I feel like we can set we can set goals. We can have a plan for our second time going there, and so that is something where I would definitely want to go through. I'm not gonna I really shouldn't be buying more cards, but I want to go through those as well. And I do have in my scavenger hunt. I have 2 little things that are part of the scavenger hunt that are going to be very much dollar box specific that I'll reveal probably in extra innings in the week after. So.
And the great thing for me is there are probably cards out of the dollar boxes that I would want, and I got 2 people going through dollar boxes who know what I like. Mike has done this for me before. Do you have the 2 cards? Do you have some cards that you pulled?
Well, I have Curtis Martin autograph.
Take.
I have Warren Moon artist proof.
Take.
I mean,
so I have these guys doing that for me, so I don't have to do that. So that leads into my third thing. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to stand online, as EP hates to do, and I'm going to buy an autograph.
Really?
Of Warren Moon.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Dude, that's
not
awesome.
Dan Marino. So, quick backstory in our fantasy football league that we've been doing since 1996. Wrong uniform, but I like it.
Seahawks uni?
Yeah,
Or,
it's Seahawks uni
dude,
for sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, so in our little fantasy football league, since we've been doing for almost 30 years at this point, Warren Moon, for some reason, was on my team for like 2 years when he was with the Seahawks, and he was awesome. And like the mythos of our league is Warren Moon is the general manager of my fantasy football team now. Since he's retired from football, he is now the general manager of the Berlin Bombers. I have a Berlin Bombers mini helmet. Now,
no way.
yes,
oh
I
my
do.
gosh.
Now, the logo.
Of course he does.
Of course
he does. Of course he does. It's amazing.
The
It's so good.
logo of the original Berlin Bombers was actually, I think they were the Baltimore Bombers or Baltimore Fighters, something that was a failed franchise at the NFL that before the Ravens, they tried to get a franchise before, and they were going to be the Baltimore Bombers, I believe, right? They sell those mini helmets. So of course I bought one, and I'm going to try and get Warren Moon to, you pay for the inscription. I'm going to try and get him to inscribe it. Warren Moon, GM Berlin Bombers. That is a goal.
See,
I'm just saying.
If you pull that off,
yes,
that'll be classic.
But also, you can't do that while we're both at the dollar boxes because we need to record that. That needs to be recorded and be on this channel.
I'll have my muscle Mike Jones with me. I'll bring my muscle Mike Jones.
Have Jones do it.
Yeah. Jones,
because we're not going to stand in line with him while he's standing.
Right. So that's the goal. I'm going to see what the price is, and his price isn't too bad. I just need to see the time of it because if he's a Saturday signer, I don't know like what our time frame is going to be on Saturday. So this one might get adjusted, but I'm gonna definitely look into it and see if it's possible.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it.
So good.
It is the most Joe Day thing ever.
Yes, it is.
And Warren will either be like laughing about it and loving it, or being like, "What is wrong with this idiot?" I'm not doing that.
It's going to be one
either
or
way.
the other.
Either way is perfect. Either way is perfect.
It's not going to be a neutral reaction.
Yes. It's not going to be like, "Oh, that sounds fine," and just moves on. Like,
you can tell them about how Warren Moon writes up the column every year about.
I can't go that deep. I can't go that deep into it. That's really weird. I'm not even going to talk about it on this show, EP. Let's just move on. Your turn for your third thing. Let's go.
So my third card is one that this is it's kind of mythical. I don't know if it exists. I haven't found a really good one yet. It is a awesome King Griffey Jr. jersey auto card.
Okay.
Now there's a Topps Triple Threads from 2021, I think it is. That's pretty awesome. That's really, really good. It's $500 though. $500 awesome, which is awesome. Number to 18, so it's whatever. But the criteria for this card is the Griffey auto, which I mean his auto is iconic. It's one of the best cleanest autos, just an amazing auto. Got to be in the Seattle Mariners jersey, and probably has a photo of his face or of his iconic swing. One of those like three kind of things. So it's got to be the Mariners jersey on the card. I saw one with the Mariners jersey on the card, but then a red pinstripe in the card or in the jersey. So it was like the Reds jersey with the Mariners. Like it can't be that. It's got to be like it almost got to be like the perfect King Griffey Jr. Jersey card for me. Again, it's going to be outrageously expensive. I won't be able to afford it, but I want to find one, take a photo of it, and kind of see it. So that's what I'm looking for.
Or maybe I buy it and hold it over your head. I mean,
that would be great.
That would be terrible. That'd be awful.
I mean,
that's Mike. Remove the Warren Moon thing. Put that as my third. Buy that Ken Griffey Jr. card. Be like, see what I got. It's going to be a 3 card.
Follow EP around when he finds the perfect Ken Griffey Jr. card. After he walks away, you go up to the dealer. You just buy it. Pay whatever they have on it, and then walk around showing a DP.
No negotiation necessary, sir. Yeah. I'll just take that.
I'll take that. That'd be great. So great. Oh. All right. My final thing. Oh, I don't really know what I want. Like, I'm going to the show. I don't have a specific list. I'm gonna, play it by ear. I like to zig when the others are zagging, But a couple of years ago, I got a little bit of Stephanie McMahon, right? I was
going to ask
a little bit in.
I did.
Yeah, I thought.
Man,
that's nice.
I have that card, and I've often thought about selling that card. I'm like, I can't, because this is now my memento of our trip to our first national. So that card has more of a meaning than just being a Stephanie McMahon autograph card. People are probably thinking I'm going to look for a Paul Heyman, this or that. There was so little wrestling at the last show that I'm just not expecting to see it. Maybe I will if I'm surprised there's more out there, but I don't think there's going to be. But I want to find another memento card, and I want to go out and branch out into something different. I don't know what it's going to be, but I feel like when I see it, I'm going to know. I would like to go maybe into a non-sports kind of thing, maybe like a non-sports autograph card that's a little higher end or something. But I want something that will be a special piece of my collection that I can put in my holder up there as a memento of this year's national when we go. And I don't know what maybe it'll be a Ken Griffey Jr. autograph. I don't know.
Maybe the perfect one for
it might be.
What if there's actually a memento card from the movie Memento?
If there
was
a card from Memento, I would buy it because I love that movie.
Great movie.
Right. Yeah, definitely. But that would be so perfect, right? Like, oh my God.
But that's why I'm kind of thinking maybe non-sports. Like, I want to branch out a little bit, do something different, get something I wouldn't have normally thought of. I like to challenge myself to evolve what I collect a little bit, and maybe I'll find like something I'm really into that's new. I don't know. I don't know all the non-sports sets that are out there. I'm not by any means an expert in that, but there's a lot of it. And I feel like if I see something, I could be like, oh yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. So it's my goal. Find another memento card.
It also feels like the kind of thing where you, like you said, you're gonna know it immediately as soon as you see it. Like, that's the card. I need to get this card or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like when I saw that, when I found that Spider-Man card, it was a similar thing for me. Where like I'm leaving that window open because of the price, and because like that is the kind of card that I would love to be able to find, and that would be the definitely keepsake card for me too. So I love this, Mike. That's amazing. That's perfect
for sure. And we were talking about, as a group, maybe opening up something together. We had mentioned that, and we gravitated towards non-sports, and I think we're kind of known as a sports card channel, but I think branching out is good for you as a hobbyist, like just in general, the viewers and stuff like that. Like, don't pigeonhole yourself into having to collect this or that. There's so many other cool cards out there that you don't have to. So I think this is a really good one because, like EP said, as soon as you walk past it, you're going to be like, oh, that's the card, and I sense you're going to be able to do that with non-sports way quicker than a sports card. Wrestling's a sport, but it's still kind of in that non-sports realm. So that kind of checks out too. So yeah, for sure. Love it. Love it.
Well, if you're going to the national, let us know in the comments and let us know what you're going to look for. And that way, if we find it, we can buy it up and we can show it here, and then you don't have it.
You didn't get it.
You didn't get it. This is our card.
We wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that to our followers.
I mean, one of us definitely would.
You guys would do it for me. It's fine, but don't do it. Don't do it to the.
He would do it. He wouldn't. I might. I don't know. I might. See what happens. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun, and we'll see you next week when we're at the national.
See you, boys. See you in a week.
Yes.
See you in a week.